Welcome to Mo Knowledge with me, Mo Moffett. Unless you've been living under a rock or just so happened to be Jared Leto emerging from a 12-day silent retreat, you've probably heard that Joe Biden became the 46th president-elect of the United States. This landmark victory happened in part to the fact that Georgia, a state that hasn't voted blue since Macaulay Culkin got lost in New York, flipped seemingly overnight. Who exactly can we thank for such a breathtaking plot twist? Well, her name is Stacey Abrams, a black politician, lawyer, voting rights activist, award-winning romance suspense novelist, and certified bad bitch from the state of Georgia. In 2018, Abrams made headlines when she ran for Georgia's governor's seat against Brian Kemp. Despite having won more votes than any other Democrat in the state's history, Abrams lost the election by a mere 55,000 votes. However, Abrams never actually conceded, and rightfully so. Abrams believed that Kemp, who just so happened to be Georgia's Secretary of State at the time, was involved in widespread voter suppression. The problem of voter suppression became aggravated several years before, in 2013, when the Supreme Court decided to gut the Voting Rights Act of 1965. Mind you, this is the act that outlawed the racially discriminatory voting practices that were adopted in most southern states after the Civil War, like polling taxes and literacy tests. Chief Justice John Roberts voted to gut the Voting Rights Act on the basis that our country had changed, and that blanket federal protection wasn't needed to stop discrimination anymore. But, as it was aptly put by the late and great Ruth Bader Ginsburg, gutting the act was like throwing away your umbrella in a rainstorm because you are not getting wet. Since the Supreme Court's decision in 2013, nearly 10% of polling places in Georgia were cut, causing black voters to be disproportionately affected since they're a demographic that's more likely to vote in person. However, Kemp denied having any involvement in such an act. In fact, according to Kemp, voting in the state of Georgia had, and I quote, never been easier. Despite all of this, horse shit that Abrams had to deal with in 2018, despite a devastating defeat in a race that should have been hers to win, Abrams did not give up or run to the woods. Instead, she worked her tuchus off to raise millions of dollars to organize and register hundreds of thousands of voters, and she used her high profile to make sure that the Democratic Party paid attention to her state. In conclusion, I'd simply like to thank Miss Abrams for her perseverance and kick-assery. Thank you for having the thoughtfulness and emotional wherewithal to turn your loss into a victory for others. And, most importantly, thank you for helping rid us of the orange menace of putrescence. Oh, and check out www.fairfight.com if you want to donate or volunteer for Stacey's cause. Oh, double O. Since Stacey Abrams herself pointed out that she did not work alone in her efforts, here are some other dope voters' rights advocates that you should probably check out. I'm just gonna put one over here, and then I'm gonna put another one like right over here, and then one down here, and then maybe one like right here, and then one like right over my face. Also, if you happen to be a registered voter in the state of Georgia, please be aware that January 5th is going to be Georgia's Senate runoff race. The last day to register for said runoff election will be December 7th. Okay, yeah, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Mo Moffett, and remember, Mo knowledge is Mo power. Oh, that Georgia.